TomoNews presents Penguins.
New Zealand underpass built to allow penguins to cross the road. Because of humans, little blue penguins have no choice but to cross man-made roads and often get killed doing so. It hasn't always been a safe journey until now. An underpass in Oamaru, New Zealand has been constructed to allow the penguins a stress-free passageway. The world's smallest penguins, the blue-feathered kororas, live across the coastlines of Australia and New Zealand's North and South Islands. By the water, they typically forage for food, which they then must transport back to their nests for their baby chicks to eat. The penguins only come ashore after dark, but humans have made the trip a dangerous one, with cars being a nightly threat. The blue penguins in Oamaru are often observed making the trek across the coastal road, and cars are usually held up while hundreds of the flightless birds pass. To remedy the situation, the town council, tourism board, and several local businesses came together to build the penguins an 80-foot underpass, a tunnel stretching from the harbor all the way to their colony. The project was completed in September, and the town's 75,000 tourists and nature enthusiasts can now flock to watch these little 1-foot-tall, 2-pound birds scurry across the underground pathway safely to their nesting grounds.
See a story that really should be animated? Suggest stories to TomoNews now. Stolen penguin found dead in Germany. A Humboldt penguin abducted from a German zoo over the weekend has been found dead. The penguin went missing on Saturday from its enclosure in a city park in Mannheim. Park officials asked for the public's help to find the bird after they discovered it was gone. Unfortunately, on Thursday, a witness found the penguin dead by a fence alongside a parking lot. Some reports say the penguin had been decapitated. The penguin's remains are being examined at a veterinary hospital. The prosecutor's office in Mannheim has launched an investigation to find the culprit. You've heard of a fox in the henhouse, but how about a fox in the penguin enclosure? Visitors to the Chessington World of Adventure Zoo in England expecting to see Humboldt penguins will be left wanting this week. Why? Well, the zoo allegedly lied, claiming they were remodeling their enclosure, when in actuality, a fox broke in and ate its way through 8 of the birds. The attack reportedly took place at the end of June. In the penguining, the birds apparently were not being supervised correctly, and the old fox just slipped on in. And after the sly vulpine outfoxed security, the massacre began. Sadly, all of the penguins except one were slaughtered. The surviving bird was reportedly in critical condition, but happily has since made a full recovery. Oh, and BT Dubzilla, the same zoo, had previously partnered with DreamWorks to promote the 2014 film Penguins of Madagascar. And you'll never guess who distributed it. Fox!
Penguin croaks beside a waifu. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to mark the passing of Grape-kun, an elderly Humboldt penguin from Tokyo's Tobu Zoo. His final year on Earth didn't penguin so well after his mate Midori dumped him. Sad and alone, Grape-kun soon found love in the form of an advertising cutout named Hululu. She's from the popular manga Kemono Friends and was placed in Grape-kun's enclosure. Grape-kun was transfixed on her. He ditched his penguin buddies and gawked at Hululu day after day after day for months on end. But their love wasn't meant to be, at least not in this life. Despite his gawking, he just couldn't reach her. And tragically, Grape-kun succumbed to an illness, but Hululu was there, right by his side at the very end. Many birds fly, some penguins waddle, but Grape-kun, well, this old bird had a waifu.
These penguins might be wiped out because of an iceberg. A giant glacier is wiping out an entire colony of penguins. Short of it being destroyed or moving elsewhere, there's not much that can be done to save the birds. In 2010, the Rhode Island-sized iceberg B09B became grounded near a colony of Adelie penguins in East Antarctica. The iceberg blocked the penguins' access to the sea and their access to food. To find food, the flightless birds had to make an 80-mile round-trip journey in harsh Antarctic weather. Because of this hazardous trek, the colony's population has withered over 90% from 160,000 to 10,000 now. In research published in the journal Antarctic Science, scientists say the colony could be wiped out unless the iceberg moves elsewhere or the sea ice breaks up. Adelie penguins have lived and bred in the area for more than a century. Do you think humans should try to save them? Or should we let nature take its course and see what happens?
Come in!
Smoking blunts and bongs of weed, wishing girls would get with me. She don't even know what I'm doing. A roofie for you. We're not little girls and boys. Wish someone would play with my toys. I don't really care who I'm screwing. I'll settle for